Okay, kids, Ham and Cheese back here with you again today. And up on the bench today, we're going to be taking a short look at this QRP power meter you see in front of you here. And what this is a homebrew built by Whiskey Bravo 8, Whiskey Oscar Juliet. We'll get into that in a second, how this came to be. But first, the way I got it was, Old Ham and Cheese got a package from a guy from Maine or Massachusetts, something like that. I bought a couple items off of QTH from him. And when it came, this guy was hidden in there as a little bonus item, I guess, if you will. So, no big deal. Now, the guy I got it from was not this guy. But when I got it, I was intrigued by it. And so I started doing a little research, went over to QRZ, found this call to be a good call. And while I was there, found an email. So I send an email off to this gentleman, and I get it back. And the guy that this was built by was a guy by the name of Leonard Taylor. Leonard goes by Dale, and he tells me that in his email as well. Dale sends me a real nice email on it and everything. And what he tells me about this is that he built this for one purpose, and one purpose only, and that was to hike the Appalachian Trail with it. He paired this with the rig that he took with him at the time. And Dale worked the entire Appalachian Trail with this power meter paired with his QRP setup. I forget what he told me it was now, but he ran the whole thing with it. And that's why he built this into an Altoid stem. He goes on to tell me how to calibrate it and everything. He says, but in truth reality, it shouldn't need calibration. And Dale was 100% correct. I have not calibrated this thing since I got it. And we're going to run it through the tuner here in a second so you can see how good this thing is. And we'll take a look at the inside then. But, you know, Dale went on to tell me about his QRP career. And he said that in his entire career as an amateur radio operator, he's never really worked over 10 watts ever. And the majority of the time, he's at 5 watts or less. And being a CW guy, he tries to keep it under 1 watt every time he runs. And he's been very successful with that, as he goes on to tell me. So, there you have it. The Whiskey Bravo 8 Whiskey Oscar Juliet QRP power meter. Let's take a quick look at it on the tuner. And right now, we're going to run through 40 meters at 5 watts. And just pay attention to this SWR side, and you'll see how rock solid this is. So there you go. Nice, very super, very clean. All right. We're going to bring the lights back up here on it for a sec. And then we're going to take a look at the inside real quick. All right. So here's the inside of it. And this comes from a design Dale told me he thinks he got this from a group called PIG, P-I-G, QRP. But he wasn't 100% sure if that's where he got it from. But I wanted to show it to you because he did an outstanding job of building this thing. And he built this from the bottom up. He hand wound these toroids. He hand wound the wires, all that stuff. Everything on this board soldered in by him. And you can see his solder points. He did just an outstanding, amazing job on this. But overall, it's a nice little project he built. It served for one purpose and one purpose only. And he succeeded at what he wanted to do with it. And in turn, he let it go then. He said he just simply didn't need it any longer. But just take a quick look at it, admire the work Dale did. And by the way, when Dale did this, he was in retirement already. He actually retired as an old U.S. Forest Service Ranger. And he does nothing but portable work because he lives in a small apartment in Ohio. He doesn't have any way to put a permanent setup in. And he does like bicycle portable and things like that, QRP. So he built this thing to last. And like I said, he did a fantastic job on it. But just wanted to show that off to you. It's something I haven't used for a little bit. But when I go to the field, that's all I do is QRP. And I've used it now about 3 years. I got it back in 2022. And it's been a fantastic little meter since I got a hold of it. So, like I said, there it is. The Whiskey Bravo 8 Whiskey Oscar Juliet QRP power meter. I hope you enjoyed the view of it, and maybe it's inspiring you to do something of your own homebrew, and go at it. All right, kids. There it is. Thanks for watching. And remember, keep it cheap and easy, just like me. 7-3.